What's going on, you guys? DZRCKS here, back with another Musicality Monday. In this one, I'm going to talk about wordplay. If you're new here, consider subscribing for plenty more content just like this, dropping knowledge, how-tos, Musicality Mondays, plenty of tools to help you grow as a dancer on any level, and have fun with your boy along the way. With that said, run the intro. Let's get right into it. Alright, so for this Musicality Monday, going over wordplay. Also another really important thing when it comes to musicality, because wordplay is when the artist, the singer, or the rapper is saying whatever words that they're using in their rapper's song. You as a dancer are trying to act out each one of those words to the best of your to the best of your ability physically. You want to try to embody the words and try to really figure out what the message is, what they're trying to say, and what they actually are saying, and how you can manipulate that for it to be visually seen. So there's just three things to consider to help you with your wordplay. There's a lot more, but we'll just focus on these three things to help you get an understanding of what wordplay is, how you can use it, and how you can improve upon it. The first thing that you want to do with wordplay is take the song, look at the lyrics, and learn them. That's going to be obviously one of the easiest things to do to get wordplay. If you don't know the words, it's kind of hard to have that wordplay. Even if it's a song that you haven't heard, we'll get into ways that you can try to work with that as you can, as you pick it up. But if you can, best thing to do is take a song that you already know, or go to lyrics.com or wherever. Lyrics.com, you better sponsor me. Go wherever you can, learn the lyrics so you actually know the words, so you can really break it down for yourself and figure out how you can put it all together physically. Let's try to really have an understanding of what the word means so you can actually act it out to the best of your abilities. If you don't know what it means, you can't act it out. You'll just be guessing and then it won't work. So once you learn the words, next what you want to do is you can start to take common words that you hear and try to figure out how many different ways can you come up with a movement that coordinates with that word. Like obviously if you hear gun a lot, you can pew pew, easy. You know what I mean? That's a very simple way to do it, but what other ways can you do it? You can really bring it up like an assault rifle. It would be different, still a gun. You can bring it up and kill yourself, whatever. There's just plenty of different ways that you can do it. You know, how else would you do run? You can obviously run, and use that method. That's two different ways that you can do it. They're both very different, and the way that you use it is all up to your creative ability. One thing that you kind of want to be weary of as well is that when things can have a different meaning, let's say the rapper says, I'm going to take shots at you. Clearly at that point, we're thinking about a gun, taking shots at somebody. So if you do taking shots at you, and you take a drink, and that's not the context that the word is in, then your wordplay is going to be off. Even though it still works, it's not the context in which the word was used. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that, to make sure that you're really dancing within context and dancing in accordance with what they're actually talking about. And that's going to be the best way to maintain that true wordplay, is if you actually match the content as well. After that, you want to start to break down the syllables. Every word is made up of syllables, whether it's one or, 100. Each one has its syllables. Even taking the word syllable goes syllable. So that's 3 syllables, that's 3 sounds that you can hit to make up that. So what you can do is breaking down that word, you can just go out and you can dance it and just do one continuous movement for syllables. That wasn't even it. So you can take one movement and just stretch it out across the word, syllables, you know what I mean, syllables, or you can break it down by each syllable and say syllable, syllable, instead of syllable, syllable. So you can break it down many different ways, as many syllables as there are in the song. I've said syllables entirely too much in that whole part. So understanding the syllables in each song and each word, like I said, it just gives you more dimensions to really follow the word and get your wordplay up on point. Instead of just acting out what the word is, you can actually act out how the word is pronounced. and you can act out how it's broken down to add to your wordplay. So, and the last thing that you can focus on is using texture to show the flow. If you take Busta Rhymes and he's in the Look At Me Now and he's there's a real hard like snap on each word. So that snap and that quick break right in between. So you can match the wordplay with your textures by having that same kind of snap and break in between each movement that you have, in between acting out each word. It's just like a singer. If they're singing very softly, even though you're acting out the words, you still want to apply that texture. So the wordplay is just as smooth. Physically, you can see it. It's just as smooth as the person is saying it. So it adds more of a 3D effect to actually showing what that word means. So it's like if somebody's saying, I just want to caress you or something like that, then if you go, I just want to caress you, it matches the wordplay, but it doesn't really match the texture of it. But if you go, I just want to caress you, then it fully matches what that word actually means. It's in context, and the texture of it matches how they're singing it and how they're rapping it. It gives you a more three-dimensional way of dancing, so the audience can really see it, hear it, and feel what it is that you're doing and how you're interacting with that word and making it come to life. So going back over that again, the first thing you want to do is learn the lyrics, define the words. Make sure that you know what the words are and what they're talking about in the context that they're in, so you actually can figure out what you can do to act out the words. Second, you want to practice on common words. Figure out how you can come up with many different versions of the same word. Taking walk, for example, you can actually walk, you can moonwalk, you can glide or whatever you want to do. All of that can really signify walking or this mode of travel, and it's just up to you as to how you want to use that within your freestyle, how creative you can be, and how many different ways can you come up with for these words that we hear all the time, and then act them out. Try to be as creative as possible. Try things. Look at things people have used. Look at the things that people haven't used. As long as it sticks within the context and your wordplay is on point. Number 3, practice working with the syllables. That's how words are made up. They're made up of syllables, and each syllable means something to come together to make a certain word with a certain definition. So you want to make sure that you're able to understand each part about the word and how it's made up, the definition, syllables, and all the letters. Understand how it's made up, and that's going to give you more options on how to actually execute your word. Last thing again is you want to use texture to signify flow. You want to just add the texture to it so they can really see physically that you're acting out the word, and it gives them a more three-dimensional way to look at your dancing, and it just makes it better. So that is it, you guys. Hopefully that helps you out. If you like it, hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what you guys have questions on. I'd love to get more conversation about that. So let's open it up in the comment box. Also, let me know what you want the next Musicality Monday to be. If you have ideas, I'm all ears. I would definitely love to hear them. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe for more content just like this. I am DZROCKS, and I will see you guys in the next one.